What is going on, guys? Noon here with MMORPG, bringing shows like an impressions video into Fallen Souls, a free-to-play MMORPG for iOS and Android devices. Now we've just downloaded and installed the app, and basically here we are at the very early startup of the game, and we have to select between one of three races. Now, I'm not too sure if they give you different benefits and other things like that, or different passives. It doesn't really tell you right off the bat, but let's go ahead and pick the undead because they sound cool. Go ahead, hit next, and now we get to select a basically a class. So there's not too much in the class customization. They're already kind of preset for you, and as you can see, we have the warrior, mage, and ranger. Now I wonder if the classes change within different races that you choose. No, they don't. It doesn't simply change, but the presets kind of look a little bit different. So, I mean, it's kind of up to you what you really like. So, I'm going to go ahead and select the undead because, I don't know, they look pretty cool. And we'll go ahead and pick the mage because I always pick mages in games. I think it looks like they're a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and name our character Noonan. Hit OK and create. So, there we go. We are now loading in. Now, like I said, I'm not too sure if they really give you any kind of benefits based on the race you pick or maybe a different starting zone and other things like that, but I mean, it didn't tell you too much, but I assume they're pretty much going to be all the same. So we have a little bit of dialogue over here, and basically running over and doing some quests. And right off the bat, it has kind of like a 2D mixed with 3D graphics. The environments are 2D, look like I have a nice art style to them, while the characters are 3D and have pretty nice animations to them. Now, if I were to compare this, it looks very, very similar to a lot of browser-based MMORPGs, but once again, this is for iOS and Android devices, and so far, it's running pretty smoothly on my device. So, now, I mean, it's one thing for the browser-based MMORPGs, they don't look too high-end or too anything, but I mean, to bring this to a mobile platform, I think it fits a little bit better just because it's a little bit more simple, but I mean, it's just not too simple where it's nice to bring this type of MMO or the size of one basically to a mobile device. It's really fun, it's simple, and I mean it has the art style and everything that'll run very smoothly on an Android or iOS device. So let's go ahead and continue this dialogue and basically start the combat. As you see, this is our side over here. We have a bunch of very powerful allies kind of joining us. And now we have a boss over here. So the combat overall, pretty cool. It's turn-based. Very, very flashy, as you saw there. We just died, but it looks like these beasts over here are going to help us out. And it seems like we lost. I don't know how that happened. Usually early on, you'd kind of expect to win. They'd make it nice and easy for you. But that dragon completely obliterated us. So that's right. Not too much of a big deal. Alright, thank the gods you have awoken. So it seems like they kind of knocked us out. Let's go ahead and kind of skip the dialogue and get on with the questing. Now, auto-tracking in browser-based MMORPGs is not something I'm too much of a fan of, but kind of in these mobile MMORPGs, I think it works very well because you don't have the WSAD keys or you don't have the mouse to click and move. You kind of have to tap everywhere. Now, this the kind of the auto-tracking makes it very, very easy if you have a small screen, if you're playing on a phone other than a tablet. It could make tapping the move very, very difficult, so I think the auto-tracking comes pretty in handy when on this type of platform. So let's go ahead and auto-track there. We're going to go ahead and keep moving through. Now we have in a dungeon. We engaged in some combat. Alright, now we have some more dialogue. What are you people doing? Are you rebelling? So let's go ahead and it seems like we're going to fight these guys. Now, we do not have too many flashy skills because we're very early on. Not like that first battle. But, I mean, a very, very easy victory. Oh, we obtained quite a bit of XP for that. We leveled up, got a few other rewards. And let's go ahead and hit auto-track our quest, and keep continuing on. So there we go. Now we have a new skill. We can go ahead and tap on that and see what it does. Now, it did get a little bit more flashy, looking pretty cool. I think the skills in this game are probably going to get extremely cool, extremely flashy, and cool looking. And, but I'm sure that's with some more, investment and time in the game. The more you progress, the cooler things you'll get, and especially you can probably get allies on your team. Like we saw in the very first fight, we had those beasts fighting with us. We had other characters, and there were tons of different things going on. Lots of cool spells, skills, and other things like that. And I think that's kind of what makes these games pretty fun and interesting. Is basically not only the art style, but the animations and the flashy skills that really kind of keep you drawn and wanting to look and basically engage in combat much more often. So we completed that quest. Very, very simple. Kind of run to the dungeon, defeat some enemies, and I'm sure there's more of a storyline to go with it. But I'm kind of skipping over the dialogue so that way we can get right into the gameplay and show you the overall mechanics of the game. So I guess we're picking up another quest over here. So we're gonna go ahead and complete that dialogue. Got a little bit more dialogue over here, and now we're gonna go ahead and explore another area. So basically, very quick progression, not taking too much time to really get right into the combat, the knit and grit of things. And we're progressing pretty quick. We're already level 5, and we're going pretty quickly. So, oh, okay, so pretty cool. Now we have another ally with us. We kind of have this undead guy over here. Now, maybe this is where the races will come into play based on which one you picked. Maybe you acquire different allies and other things like that depending on the race that you started with in the class and other things like that. So the guy was kind of like an undead skeleton. It looked like. So it kind of fits kind of the undead race that we did pick. So let's go ahead and keep continuing. And we're fighting this guy over here, looking pretty cool with his giant sword. Doesn't do too much damage because, like I said, this is still very early on. Then we'll go ahead and click our skill over here, utilize that. Oh, I guess we killed him before we got to use it. That's alright. Not too big of a deal. And we completed that. Did very well. And, okay, so now we've completed it, and we completed this chapter. So it seems like there's different chapters or different dungeons. Once you complete it, you complete the chapter overall. So we can go ahead and claim our rewards. Tap to close. Didn't obtain a level over that. No, I guess we didn't complete this area yet. It seems like there's still quite a bit more to go. And as you can see, we can kind of drag around, and it kind of just keeps going and progressing. It seems like it finishes up over here a little bit, but it seems like that's kind of how the quest line is going to take us. Talk to some people, progress through these different dungeon areas, defeat a boss probably at the end, and and so on. But I mean, overall, the game's it's fun, it's nice. I think this type of game fits very well on a mobile platform. The auto tracking I do like on mobile games because it makes your life just a little bit easier instead of because you don't necessarily have a mouse to use. You can just kind of tap everywhere. So we can go ahead and complete the quest, pick up the next one, and I assume it's going to be the same thing and so on. But I mean, other than that, guys, if you guys have enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe for more. But until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later.